Hey everyone, I've got some friends here tonight. Give it up for them. Yeah, so two of them are a couple, and they're a great couple because her birthday is 4/20 and his birthday is 9/11. So both our birthdays are celebrations of blazing it. It's kind of unfair how her birthday is probably the most chill day of the year, but his is the least chill day of the year. Like for her birthday, she'll be rolling 2 joints, and for his birthday, he'll also be rolling 2 joints. I'm allowed to joke about that. My boyfriend's brown. So I was watching Better Call Saul the other day, and there was a scene where the vet was taking a bullet out of a person. And that's when I realized that vets are basically wizards. Like, they can treat any part of any animal. Meanwhile, I'm an optometrist, and I only treat one part of one animal. So I've never felt more inferior. Well, maybe when I was learning how to ski, because that shit's hard. So I'm an optometrist. I look at eyes for a living. Not to be confused with proctologists who only look at brown eyes for a living. I graduated from optometry school in 2020, which is probably the best year to do it. And after I worked for 4 years in a small town called Dawson Creek. Have you guys heard of it?
Yeah.
Really? That's a lot of people. I thought it was only known for being mile 0 of the Alaska Highway. Well, I guess it's also known for a homicide, apparently. So my friends are worried about me. They're like, is there a Chinatown where you live? I was like, there's 13,000 people here. I am Chinatown. So it's not easy being an optometrist with irritable bowel syndrome. All day I'm asking people 1 or 2, but deep down I know the answer is always going to be 2. So, well, I'm glad to be back in Calgary. I live with my boyfriend now, and we've been pet sitting a bird for his family. And for the record, I think owning a bird is cruel if you're just going to keep it in a cage. Like, at least let it fly around and shit everywhere. Of course, we're not going to do that. So we were pet sitting this bird, and we were very careful at first to separate the cat from the bird, because I have a cat. But after enduring a few days of it squawking, we were like, hey Smokey, when can you take care of this bird? It's a small parrot called a green-cheeked conure, which I think is strange, because 85% of its body is green, so that's like calling me a beige-cheeked human. On an unrelated topic, I like Chinese food. I don't like the fake stuff. So like, I don't like those chains like Panda Express, because, but I was thinking if there ever was a chain of Chinese fast food that only sold chicken, they should call it Bangkok Box. I realize now that following up at eating the bird joke with the Chinese restaurant joke is probably not the best idea, but anyways, an example of an authentic Chinese restaurant is called Chengdu Street Food. Have you guys been to it? It's really good. It's in the Chinatown Mall. I had an excellent experience there 6 months ago with my boyfriend, but what happened after has instilled a fear in me of public bathrooms forever. I'll explain. So we had a great meal, and then we both had to use the bathroom, so we both asked for one of those long wooden spoons with a key attached to it. And then we went into the mall to use the bathroom, and the women's was closed for some reason, so we went to the men's, and then out of the men's stalls, there was only one that was working. So this is when we realized the cards were stacked against us. And that's when I realized what the spoons were for, so we could use them to go fuck ourselves. But my boyfriend was a gentleman, so he let me use the toilet first. And I quickly did a number 1 very politely, which I think was impressive given the Sichuan food. So I was waiting for him to use it, and I was just washing my hands, and I see him just staring at the toilet, which apparently by now had filled up with water and my period blood. It didn't flush properly. So keep in mind, my boyfriend, under normal circumstances, does not like public bathrooms. So my blood-filled toilet in a leaky, dimly lit Chinatown mall was probably the final boss of public bathroom situations. So then we were just, I was telling him, like, look, I know you have to go, and this is the only one we have literally, so just use it. And he was like, no, I don't think I will. So we were staring at the toilet together, and then we hear the door open behind us, and in comes a woman. And she stares at us in confusion. I'm like, you're in the right place, this is the men's bathroom. And she's like, but you're a girl. I was like, yeah, well spotted. The women's was closed, so we're here. And she's like, yeah, that's why I'm here too. And then she pushes past us to go use the stall. And then she sees the crime scene toilet. And she drops her keys and screams, "What the hell? There's blood everywhere." And then she just left her keys and ran out the door. And that's why I'm now insecure about using public toilets. And it has nothing to do with my IBS even. All right, thank you very much.